1, 2, ready. Let's do Mama's. 1, 2, ready. Good. Now hang there. Daddy's got your arms. Whoa, we don't like this. What's that? A 1, a 2, a ready. Good. Yes. All right. Is it a 1, a 2, a ready? Good. Yes. Okay. Bend it. It's a bend it. Bend. We need tissues. All right.
That's really such a great video.
Oh my goodness, best pediatrician ever.
Oh my
So
gosh.
cute.
Don't you wish you had him
I
when your
know.
little ones got needles?
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about. This video inspired us to talk to moms about needles and preparing your little ones for vaccines.
Yeah.
What times that they
vaccinations,
may be in the hospital and they have to get a needle.
a surgery, whatever. I mean, any of those situations that can be really hard and scary for kids, right? And parents.
So that's why we have here with us today Christine Schatt, who is a child life specialist at the Hospital for Sick Children. Hello, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Hello, ladies.
So you're not only a child life specialist, you also work at Wellspring Grand River, running programs for children and youth that have been affected by cancer. So
That's
you
right.
deal with a lot of traumatic situations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we need to ask you, what is your role as a child life specialist? What exactly do you do to help these kids and families?
Okay, so you can find child life specialists mostly in the hospital, but sometimes in community programs as well, like Wellspring. And what we do in the hospital is we normalize experiences that they're going to be having by using play. So whether that's educating them on a new diagnosis they've had, or if we're preparing them for a procedure they've never had before, we do that through play, because that's the way that kids learn, and it's the way that that works. So we support their development while they're in the hospital to try and get them to those next milestones. But the majority of everything we do is all through play and making it a fun experience for kids to learn about what's happening to their bodies.
I had my own experience with this. My daughter was hospitalized at 3 weeks old, and a child life specialist came in and played some games with her and put the mobile out. And although she was tiny, it was a break for me, but it was really great for her to have that experience too. In otherwise a scary situation.
Yeah, it's so scary.
But babies obviously have immunizations and they get vaccines, and that can be scary and traumatic for mom and baby. So what are some things you would recommend to moms to make that a better situation?
Yeah, so starting with babies, if you're nursing, you can nurse your baby. There's no research that points to babies choking during getting immunizations while nursing. So absolutely, if you're nursing, continue to nurse. The other option is doing sugar water. So it's also called sucrose, and that's proven to reduce pain during immunizations. And you just give them little drops as you go while they're getting the immunization. And you can learn more about that actually on aboutkidshealth.ca. And the other option is using a numbing cream. So those usually take anywhere from 20 minutes to 60 minutes to work, but you can talk to your doctor about getting those numbing creams that just numbs the skin so they don't feel that initial poke.
I feel like with babies, nursing is always like, if you are nursing, it is such a great calming solution for so many hard situations, right?
Yeah. Now, what about when they're older, though? There's some things around position or other ways that you can comfort them, right?
Yeah, so positioning is key, especially for kids that are 2 and up, helping them feel in control by sitting up. We use comfort holds, so being able to sit in mom or dad's lap and giving them, we call it what we call a hug, but it really is a comfort hold. So that really helps kids. And then also giving them a job. So their job might be to hold still. Just make sure that you hold that arm really still. You can cry, you can do whatever else you want to help you, but holding still is your only job. And then encouraging them to take some deep breaths.
Okay, and also one of the things that you talk about too is, and I think as parents we do this, we tell our
kids,
kids,
it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be fine. It's not gonna hurt.
It's gonna be really quick.
Yeah,
quick like a bunny.
Not a big deal. And we're both guilty of this. So apparently that's not the way to speak to a child when they're about to get a needle. Are we right?
You know what? I've been doing this job for 10 years, and even I was saying, it's okay. We'll be really quick. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. And I've just now read in research that's kids don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that it's going to be okay. So encouraging them using positive words, you're doing a good job. Not that it's going to be quick. That's not what they want to hear. And it surprised me as much as it surprised you.
And then when you're finishing up for an older kid, like the 4 to 6 vaccines, what are some things to have ready for them afterwards?
Okay, my biggest piece of advice is don't lie. If you are on the way to the doctor and your child asks you if they're going to have a needle, don't say no. Even if you think they won't get in the car, you know your child the best, so prepare them in whatever way is going to work, but maybe just suggest that, that's up to the doctor, so we're going to go there and we'll find out when we get there.
What about bribery for after with treats? Is that a bad maneuver? 'Cause I can see myself.
Absolutely. If that's what works for your kid, then have something. Have a little treat afterwards, or bring a small toy that they're allowed to have, or a lollipop that they're allowed to have when they're done. But you know your child best. But the most important thing is that you don't lie to them, because they're not going to trust you with other things in the future.
That's such a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other piece too is to not share your fears. If you're scared of needles, don't say that in front of your child. Don't say I have the same issue, or daddy doesn't like needles either. That's not helpful.
It's like you feel like you're helping them relate, but you're really just setting them up for a negative experience, right?
Yeah.
So there's one other thing that you do when maybe they have to face a surgery or they've had a broken leg, and that's again with play. And you've shared with us these adorable little dolls. What do you use these for?
So we use those as teaching dolls. So basically almost any procedure that you could have at the hospital, or maybe when I work with the kids who have a parent that has cancer, we can talk about the different things that happen to mom or dad when they're at the hospital, or things that are going to happen to you at the hospital by using play with the doll and using the real equipment. I have one here that has a G-tube to show them what's going to happen while they're here.
That's so great, because I think it just makes the experience that less scary for a child, because doll play is so fun, and then they can kind of imagine themselves being able to get through it. And you got these like fun kits here, so important.
So it all comes
great.
back to play. These are such great tips. Thank you so much for being with us here today, Christine. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. These are great tips. And if you want to learn more about Christine's tips, and take a look at our website at VanessaMelissa.com for our do's and don'ts of speaking to your kids before they're getting needles.
And that adorable video will be in there as well.
Yes, so cute. And then you can also check out aboutkidshealth.ca for more information. So thank you so much, Christine. And stay tuned, because up next we have our mom panel.